Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to share with you a tutorial on this look, which is kind of my go-to dewy, glowy skin look. Basically how I'm going to be keeping my summer glow into fall. Just a lot of products that I've incorporated into my routine lately. A lot of hydrating products, a lot of illuminating products that will just keep your skin really glowy and hydrated throughout fall, winter, and basically the rest of your life. So if you guys want to know how I like to keep up my summer glow and what products are my favorites going into fall to kind of get more of a glowy look, then just keep on watching. Alright, so before I even put anything on my face, I've mentioned this in a couple videos already. I've been using these self-tanning drops from Isle of Paradise, and I like to mix it in with the Rose Flash Balm from Pixie Beauty. This is one of my current favorite moisturizers, especially for nighttime, because it's a little bit thicker, but not like super heavy where it feels like a face mask or anything. So I just mix in like a normal amount of moisturizer, and then I just take like 2 drops of this. I use the shade medium. They have light, medium, and dark, and I just take like 2 drops. I mix these together, and that's what I've been doing to like self-tan my face about twice a week. It's like super simple. Like I'm already gonna put this on anyways. It takes me like 5 extra seconds to use this, so I like that a lot to just kind of keep my skin glowy. And I do feel like it makes a big difference because there's a lot of days where I'm wearing like very minimal makeup, just like under eye concealer, and basically that's it. Or like I go to the gym every day with no makeup on, and I feel like it makes my skin look like I have a little bit of a tinted moisturizer on without actually doing anything, because it does like even out my skin tone a bit. So I've been really enjoying that. Highly recommend it. You can find those tanning drops at Sephora. The moisturizer, I just recommend it on its own for sure. I've been using this a lot. And then next, I got this at the Sephora VIP sale, or whatever the sale was called recently. This is the Vitamin Nectar Antioxidant Glow Water from Fresh. So I usually do this like after every other step in my skincare routine. So I already have like my eye cream and regular daily moisturizer. I kind of just like always go crazy with sprays. But let's get into all of the face makeup, because the eye makeup is basically just gonna be mascara. And that's the look I've been doing a lot lately. And this is from Stellar. It's called the Brilliant Primer. So this is available at Sephora. What I like about it, it's a pore filling primer, but it's also illuminating. So it looks like one of those, just like an illuminating lotion you use for your face. It's pink. It has a little bit of a glow to it, but it also has a pore filling effect. It kind of reminds me slightly of maybe Hourglass Mineral Veil. It's like a hydrating effect, but you could see it like blurring your pores too. So I feel like that already gives like a little bit of a healthy look to my face. And then I'm gonna go in with the Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury. Love this stuff. It's like, I think it's like $48, $49. It's about to be available at Sephora. Probably by the time I put this video up, it will be available at Sephora, which is so exciting. And I use the shade number 4, medium. And I think they have 12 shades. I'm just gonna blend it out with this cream cheek brush from Smashbox. I just like to use a little bit of a smaller brush. And it gives you slight coverage or a little bit of a tint, but it's so minimal. Really, it's the luminosity that really makes a difference. And the like light reflecting quality of this really helps to make your skin look like more flawless and more like airbrushed. This is the Do You foundation from Too Faced. I have a whole review on my channel. I'm just gonna blend it out. Let's take this brush. This is the buildable foundation brush from Smashbox. I love flat foundation brushes like this. I kind of prefer them to like the bigger foundation brushes. I don't even have any in front of me because I really just use brushes where I can kind of like paint my face. And so now that I've had this foundation for a couple weeks, I really do like it, but the full coverage claim, like it's a pretty decent coverage. Like you can see like it's really getting a lot of coverage everywhere. But if you're looking for full coverage, there's a lot. If that's your priority, this is not the foundation. This is kind of like, you want that skin-like natural look, but you still want good coverage. And this does smell like watermelon a little bit, which I actually do like. It kind of like puts me in a good mood every time that I like blend it out on my face. And if you want more coverage with this foundation, definitely start off with a brush or just use a brush on its own, because I do find that that does affect how much coverage you get with this one. So for concealer, I've been really into the Hello Fab Bendy Avocado Concealer. I use the shade number 3. And it does a nice job of also like canceling out dark circles. And this is definitely more of like a hydrating concealer, but it still gives you like a medium to full coverage. Oh no! I just spilled my setting powder. I dumped it out and I dumped it all over the floor. That's like $2 worth of powder right there. Okay, so I'm just using the Too Faced setting powder, the Born This Way setting powder. This is what I love. I'm looking for a setting brush, so let me use maybe this one from Luxie. I'm using the tapered highlighting brush from Luxie. And I use this to set my concealer. It's like creasing slightly because I freaked out real quick, but this is what I love for my under eyes. But I only use this right now for my under eyes because I use the Laura Mercier Glow Powder all over my face. And when I tried it under my eyes, I really didn't like the look of it. Like highlighty powder under my eyes, it's just a no, not happening, because yeah, it just looked bad. Like it looked really textured under my eyes. So for the rest of my face, I just use the Laura Mercier Glow Powder, and this is like game changing because this has powder on this side compared to no powder, and it looks the same except now my face is set. And so many powders, they take away that skin natural look, but this does not do that. So I love it because I've been able to use so much less makeup because this gives you like a really nice flawless face look. And then next, I just got this in the mail yesterday. This is the new contour kit from Kevyn Aucoin, and Kevyn Aucoin has my favorite contour powders. This is just like such a artsy looking kit, like with the front of it. And then here is the inside. There's a huge mirror, there's 3 powders, 2 highlighters, and a blush that's like right up my alley because it has that like bronzery tone. So I'm gonna take my really old brush from Sonia Kashuk that I use every single day, and I'm gonna take, this is the first time I'm using this, but I'm gonna take the light and the medium. I'm assuming this is kind of like the exact same thing as what I already have from them, which is like the powders and a different sculpting kit. And I'm always a big fan of their sculpting powders because I just feel like it looks a lot more natural on my complexion compared to a lot of other powders, because sometimes it's like so cool tone that it just looks very, very gray. And this is cool tone, but it still has like a little bit of an olivey undertone. And then this is the bronzer I got at the VIB sale recently, Capricos from Becca. I just used my Smashback Spillable Cheek brush for bronzer. And this is kind of like pretty warm tone, and it also has a shimmer to it. I love shimmer and bronzers. Like I just feel like it looks more realistic on my face, especially now that I put shimmer all over my face with my setting powder and like every other product that I've used so far. And then I know this is like always sold out, but this is like what I use the most out of anything in my collection. Toasted Cinnamon from Burt's Bees. Obviously it is available at Ulta, but it's like constantly selling out. I think you could get this like online at Walgreens, I believe, and the Burt's Bees website. I always like want to say Bare Minerals. I was gonna say Burt's Minerals. That would be weird. But I just love this so much, and it looked really nice for summer, but this blush was made for fall because it's one of those blushes that can just like blend into your bronzer. It's not gonna look crazy. And I apply too much, but that's the look. Like I love it to look like I'm wearing a lot of blush. I've also shown this in a couple of tutorials this summer. This is the Blush and Hummingbird Hype from Wet n Wild. I just use the same blush brush and swirl it in there, and I just put it in the same spot. Because you could use this as a highlighter too, but I just love the effect as a blush topper. Anytime I put blush on my chin, I feel like I need to like make a wish or something because I always feel like I just do it for good luck. So before I do highlighter, I'm gonna do my eyes, and it's literally gonna be the laziest eye tutorial you've ever seen in your life. I'm just gonna take the Becca bronzer and I'm just gonna sweep that onto my crease. And we're done basically. I'm just gonna take a cream highlighter and we're gonna call it a day. And because this bronzer has a sheen to it and a little bit of a shimmer, you can just kind of go crazy with it on your eyes, and it's gonna be more forgiving because it's gonna look more natural than like a completely matte color. So I'm gonna use the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter on my cheeks and on my eyes. This is the shade Champagne. This is my favorite one. This is kind of like the standard shade, and I'm just gonna apply it. I'm just gonna apply a lot of it because we're not doing much with my makeup, so it kind of, oh my gosh, this is so ridiculously pigmented, and I like forget that. So I am gonna apply a lot, but hopefully I don't go like too crazy. And I really like that with this highlighter formula, it dries to like a powder finish, but it still looks like a little bit wet on your face. And you can apply this on top of powder, and it's not gonna like get all gross or like remove the makeup underneath the highlighter. So I'm just gonna apply this on my eyes too, and it doesn't crease up, which I love. And like that just looks like I did way more than I did in like literally less than that seconds. I'm also gonna do a little bit of a smudgy liner. This is the metallic shadow stick from Galactic. The shade Cashmere is my absolute favorite. I use this as eyeliner like in my waterline every single day, but I like to use it a little bit as top liner, just really like messy. So I'm just doing like a little baby flick. I never do eyeliner on camera. In moments like this is when I remember why, because I can't talk and I feel judged if I pull my skin. The lashes are on, and I just want to add one more thing to my face before I move onto my lips. And this is the Dewy Skin Gloss from Galactic. And I use just the lighter shade, which is this like pinky kind of tone. And I just apply it on my cheeks. I just like rub it out with my fingertips. And it's just a face gloss. Like it looks like a metallic lip gloss. Just gonna dot it on to my face. Kind of just pat it in and not rub, so that way it stays like you get the full effect and it stays like more pigmented on my face. So I'm also just gonna add a little bit of the Too Faced Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray, the Hangover X Spray, just a tiny bit because my makeup's just like freshly done. Usually I will do this, maybe just one more spray. Usually I will do this like a couple hours after I do my makeup, just to kind of like refresh and like make my skin look dewy again. And then I'm gonna use a new lip product, which is a gloss. So before that, I'm gonna use, which shade? Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. This is actually new to me as well, but I know this is like, a lot of people talk about this one. So I'm just gonna line my lips because I have a feeling what I'm using on top isn't gonna be super pigmented. All right, so I almost completely filled in my lips with lip liner because I know I've heard this product does not last for a really long time, but a lot of people have been raving about it. And I just went to Sephora yesterday and I bought it, and this is the Marc Jacobs, what is it called? The Marc Jacobs Enamored Hydrating Stick, Lip Gloss Stick. So this is a lip gloss in a stick form. I got the shade Mocha Chocolata, and this is what it looks like. It like you think it's gonna be a lip gloss, but then the lip gloss stick is inside, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a lip gloss, but in like solid form. So that looks pretty. I feel like you do get a decent amount of pigmentation, but I think it looks way better because I did put on that lip liner first. Makes it look a lot more even. And I heard a lot of people complaining about like you twist this up and then you can't twist it back down, which makes me really sad because I love twisting up lipstick. I don't know. I always do it. I think I'm gonna do it one day out of habit. I'm just gonna try to twist it up and then realize like I just completely broke this. So I will keep you guys posted about this, but I was like dying to try this. It was sold out online during the actual Sephora sale. Well, that shade and the other nude shade, which is Sugar Sugar, they were both sold out online. So I went in stores yesterday to swatch both of them. I might get the other one if I end up liking this formula a lot. Okay, so this is the completed look. That is everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my go-to glowy, dewy routine and just like some quick tips if you want to kind of take your summer look into fall. This is just what I've been doing pretty much all the time. Anytime that I'm not filming and I don't have to worry about like having more bolder eyeshadow or even wearing any eyeshadow, this is what I've been wearing. I've been wearing this to some events lately too because I still feel like my makeup's completely done and finished. Just more of an emphasis on my skin and less on like my lips or eye makeup. So hope you guys enjoyed it. All the products that I shared today will be listed in my description box. If you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll talk to you guys soon in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.